All alone, love.
No problem.
Not for me.
Excuse me, vodka and tonic, please. Cheers.
Listen, thanks for the spot, man. Guys, did all the gigs we can get.
Listen, man, I only kept them on to avoid losing my punters. But on you, and I like to get out of here as soon as it's over. Do you hear me?
How much is that, please?
Hey, man, what is the problem? Catch you later.
Excuse me. Do you know what time they're playing till?
Finish around midnight here.
Thanks.
That's your last dance, then.
Yeah, okay.
You seen her around here before? Looking for another dance partner?
Oh, not right now.
Like the music?
Yeah, music's great.
Funny how women always keep you waiting for the important things.
So, you like the band, then?
Yeah, good keyboard player.
Music not your main interest, then? Obviously.
Right now, I'm interested in finding the ladies. Catch you later. Sierra Oscar 8 from Martella. Go now, Gov. I'm outside. Ah! Ah!
George, go!
You all right?
If you knew the gear was stolen and nothing else, why'd you jump on her?
I wasn't thinking, just reacting. Thought she might be after a bit of business.
You thought she was a tart. Look, you're already up for assault and handling stolen property, so don't make things worse for yourself. I mean, you don't look like a mug, Holman, but unless you tell me how your mate's got hold of that gear, well, you could all be in the frame for robbery with violence and a 5 stretch. Yes.
Gov, you got a minute?
Interview suspended for refreshment. Any joy?
Nothing. No tears either. I reckon mine have taken a vow of silence. What about Holman?
Well, he's owned up the thumping Martella, and he definitely knew the gear was stolen. But as for who sold it to them, well, he's not saying.
McEwen. Barry. Yes, I've got that.
Got a problem, Delia?
What's Burnside's extension?
391. Who's Barry McEwen?
Right, Viv.
Right, Gov. Where are we going?
I want to check out our mystery caller's info. This geezer fits the picture nicely.
What's his fault?
Low profile, since he did time a few years back for organising illegal fights. I've known him a long time. He runs this place. Name's McEwen. Pass around, pal.
There.
Cheers. Hello, Barry. Remember me? D.I. Burnside. And this is WBC Martella. Sunhill Police. We wondered if we could have a word.
Any words you like, Inspector?
Actually, I was thinking of 2 words.
No problem.
I was thinking of armed robbery.
Nasty business.
I've heard it's your nasty business, Barry.
Not me, Burnside. I'm legit, in case you didn't know.
5 highly organised robberies on sound equipment in the last 2 months. Flash getaway motors, weapons, the works. And all apparently committed by kids who couldn't fill in a YTS form. Estimated 32 grand's worth of gear, plus 1 body in the hospital. How much you pay these kids to do your dirty work, Barry?
Not my style.
You all over.
You're wasting your time, Burnside. And mine.
My info's tight as a Scotsman.
Get stuff, Inspector.
Now you listen to me, McEwen. I am offering you a damage limitation opportunity. Every move you make from now on sticks you deeper in it. So, what do you reckon?
I don't know, Gov.
Well, I reckon he's got the ideal setup. I mean, plenty of available talent. And we put his blood pressure up. He gave you a bit of a long look. What was that all about?
How should I know? Sorry, Gov, I'm just feeling a bit tired today.
Yeah, too many late nights, darling. Look, you go back to the Nick and give Jim a hand. I'm going to look up an old pal of McEwen's.
I found it in the high street.
In the high street? Is that in a doorway or in a way?
Viv, DCI was asking where you were, and somebody's dropped these off for you.
If he's involved, he's probably got it stashed off the manor.
Maybe.
Or at his mum's.
Does he still own that? That slum in Oakham Street?
As far as I know. Last I heard, he was renting it out some old pro after his folks died. It's probably fallen down by now.
A note said to meet him at 11:30.
But you had no idea he was mixed up with these robberies?
I trusted him, June. He told me he'd straightened out. I know I'm panicking. But if this gets out...
If what gets out, Viv? No, everyone has contacts. You couldn't do your job without them. I mean, all right, you use the club after work. You get friendly. He keeps you informed. You can't come up before the discipline committee for that. As long as you haven't compromised yourself professionally...
And what's that supposed to mean?
You know what I'm talking about. I mean, if you've been lovers, if you whispered little secrets over breakfast in bed... So what is going on, Viv?
Nothing, June. I haven't done anything Burnside or the others wouldn't do. We've got something going. I thought I knew who he was. I thought he was someone different. So now you're thinking if she's given him one, she's probably gone the rest of the way, right? Compromised herself.
No, of course I'm not.
Yeah, just like everybody else will if this gets out.
Look, I wouldn't tell anybody, you know that.
Look, thanks for listening, June. I've got to go.
Okay, fine.
You want to try McEwen's name out on him, Mum? You all look very twitchy, but nobody's biting.
OK, I want to see D.I. Burnside as soon as he reappears.
Yes, Mum?
I get some little mate, George. I get it all the time, mate.
Yeah, well, my safety was on the line as well, you know. Only I'm not female, so I don't get any comeback.
I'd recommend the operation, Garfield. You'll probably be less of a pain.
Jump in!
I'd rather walk.
Look, Viv, this is difficult for me.
Come on, Barry. Get to the point. Just tell me what you've got to say.
going down for this, Viv.
You shouldn't have got involved then.
I'm no idiot.
You're a criminal, Barry.
And you are a hard bitch.
Look, I cared for you and I trusted you. I don't owe you anything.
That's the way you want it. There's another way to play. You'll protect me. Because if you don't, I'll do you. I've got stories to tell, Viv, starting with how you came up to me.
I've done nothing and you know it.
That depends where you draw the line, doesn't it, Viv? How bent the line is. Maybe you've been a very naughty little girl, and your bosses would like to know all about it. The stuff I can stir up on you, Viv.
You know you're an idiot, don't you? Stitching me up's not going to stop the investigation.
Well, that's your problem, not mine. Look, all you've got to do, have a go with your gaffer, make the right... Oh. Call me when you got it sorted. We can have a celebration. We can be good together, Viv. Come on, we'll be good together. Just don't make the same mistake again. Because if I'm pulled, you're up to your neck in it.
Dozing off, Marcella?
No.
I think I've cracked it.
Listen, Gov. I've got to talk to you about something.
Yeah? What?
McEwen. I do know him. He was a contact at first. And a friend. I never...
Why didn't I know about him?
He hadn't come up. Look, Gov, don't give me a hard time. I think I'm in trouble. If you walked into a bar and spotted Tosh with his arm round some villain, would you lose your rag? You can think I'm a tart if you want, Gov, that's your business. But professionally, I deserve your support.
What trouble?
He's trying to blackmail me. He thinks I can get the investigation stopped.
Well, then he's an even bigger idiot. Look, he'll soon crack when we get him banged up.
I think he's serious, Gov.
All right, stop panicking, Viv. If all you've done is make a prat of yourself, you've got nothing to worry about. But you're going to have to tell your story at the DCI.
Great.
Oh, you know Mad Mike Gallagher. Captain Cosmic, the acid casualty from the 60s.
Yeah?
I interviewed him once when we were looking for that fence on a high school robbery. He's got a shop on Lehman Street. Yeah, but he lives in King's Cross. I just checked it out. Oh, sounds like a long shot to me, Jim. It's worth a try. I suppose so. Afternoon, Viv.
No digas tonterías, mi madre ya... Estás saliendo con la Josefina y no te atreves a decírmelo.
Adios.
Hello, CID, Lines.
Hello, Tosh. It's me. Anything happening?
No change downstairs, though, Gov. Solicitor's in with them now. Yeah. Yeah, and Jim's out. He's following up a lead on a possible fence. But it's not exactly 22 carat.
I've just had a look at McEwen's folks' old place. You know, round the back of the gasworks. He's definitely got something stashed in there. But we'll have to get in to make sure. So try and arrange a warrant, will you? ASAP. Oh, and we're going to need an observation. I'm on my way back now.
Message received. Hey, Gov. Do you know what's up with Viv?
Come in. Ah, Viv. I was beginning to wonder whether you'd all take the day off. Have you got D.I. Burnside in tow?
No, Mum.
Nothing turning up on the club robberies?
No, Mum. Mr. Burnside said I should come and see you.
Yes?
I've already told him the whole story.
What story, Viv?
What can I do for you? Did you get a bit too old for that, Marky?
Why didn't you tell Burnside you knew him straight away?
It was a shock. His name pops up and I'm standing outside his gym. I just panicked, that's all. He was important to me, Mum. OK, I made a mistake, but I never did anything out of order. We were close. He was prepared to talk. Once or twice I stayed in the club for a nightcap. And once I warned him off about some dodgy scotch he was offered. No more than that.
DCI Reed here. Would you hold my calls until I let you know? Thank you.
All right, I'll make a phone call, eh?
Frank, I'll need you in here now. I've got Martella here.
Silly cow.
Well, I need your side to these revelations later, Frank, but right now I just want to get a grasp of the situation.
Yeah, well, that could be a bit tricky. I've just been to McEwen's old gaff. My guess is he's got enough gear stashed in there to permanently deafen the whole of Watford. Josh is organising a warrant.
You got someone down there?
Yeah, but we'll have to move quick before McEwen does.
OK, you better come in. Right, I've heard your story, Viv. Now you can answer some questions.
I really don't think there's any more to say, Mum.
Don't you?
I've told Mr. Burnside. Look, I've been through all this.
This isn't some bad film you fell asleep in front of, Martella. It's happening. It looks like we're on to McEwen. Frank's ready to bring him in now. If McEwen does what he's threatening to do, and I get an IO down here from the Area Complaints Unit, then you're going to have to answer some questions, whether you like it or not.
And your sordid little leg over's going to take some explaining.
Look, Gov, last night you had me dressed up like a Christmas turkey, in and out all the clubs, chatting up anyone in sight. Then I was being a good copper.
How many times did you see him in all?
I've been going to the gym for about a year.
And when did you start sleeping with him?
Look, what do you want? What I did with McEwen makes me an idiot, maybe. But it doesn't make me a slag.
Are you really that naive, Martella? I had you down for more intelligence than that. I'll take over from here, Frank. Do you really think you can make your own rules, Martella?
I'm saying
Listen to
that
me, because if you want to stay in this job, you've got to understand the score. There are 2 rules of engagement, and you've just blown them both. 1, you make sure you play informants and villains by our rules, not theirs. And 2, you realise that as a woman, if you can't keep your hands off the criminals, you haven't got a future in the job worth having.
Did he handle the gear then?
No! He knows a man who did.
Did he name McEwen?
As good as. He said to make a full statement as long as we make sure he don't end up in the same nick as her.
It's a hard life, and hate crime.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Tosh?
Yep.
What's wrong with Viv, anyway?
Look, Jim, I know your mother told you the facts of life. Ted told me.
Tosh?
She picked on the wrong playmate, that's all.
Good news already?
your luck's out, Barry. You're about to be nicked.
Oh, and you come to warn me? Cute.
I came to find out what you're going to do. I've got a right to know.
That's still up to you, Viv.
Barry, I tried to tell you.
How are they going to prove anything?
They know where you've got the gear hidden. And amongst other things, it's too late.
Have a good laugh, did ya? Hey? Did ya? While you were setting me up?
I didn't know anything. Remember? You set yourself up for this, Barry. Don't make me your scapegoat now.
Maybe I wouldn't. I thought you'd stick with me. Your sort only play with people like me. Once a slag, always a slag.
Don't lay that one on me, Barry.
You really got to me, Viv. Maybe I'll just take my pound of flesh anyway.
I doubt very much he's going to bother making any trouble for you now. So it looks like you're out of the frying pan. You're going to get a lot of stick from the canteen clientele, though. They're more moralistic than a bunch of outraged fathers if they think you've been mixing with the wrong sort. I know what you're thinking, Viv. All the way from hero to villain in one day.
It's going to take longer than a day for this to blow over.
Not a lot of justice in it, is there? Still, that's the price you pay. Look, Viv, maybe you've been lucky up till now. Nobody, no policewoman ever gets away completely without facing this kind of hypocrisy and prejudice. We're competing with them in their arena and we're a threat. So we're humiliated every working day. To the men, we're still objects first, colleagues second. Coming out on top after all that is a slow, painful process. So all we've got to do is learn the rules well, stay canny, put in twice as much as anybody else, and celebrate the occasional small victory in private.
Quiet as a lamb.
The DCI had a word while you were upstairs, Gov. Must have been something she said.